Hello, hello, it's me again, the MetaVerse Explorer. I'm back on the 3rd of September to update you on what's happening in Star Atlas. Let's get started, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing. We start with DApp Radar. This is a platform that lets people discover crypto, usually analytics. They did an AMA with Star Atlas, and guess what? They released some stuff that I hadn't seen before, so I thought we should really look at it, right? So, as promised, we are revealing some exclusive Star Atlas content. Look for development of human hair, face, skin, and eyes. Multiplayer character benchmarking. So this is what we're looking at the moment. So this is Star Atlas working on human face. We haven't seen this face before. I haven't. If you have, let me know. Where have you seen it? So they're working on the hair. Obviously, you can see the image quality isn't honestly very great, but we can still see what they're working on, right? Look at the jawline. I love it. The hair is good. The face is nice. Slightly symmetrical, very symmetrical. It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. I expect this to be happening, right? Anyone who has access to UE5 should be working on some kind of human face, and I'm sure that Star Atlas has already like a bunch of mock-up faces, maybe a few characters. We know the Punabs, we know the Tufa. So, like they'll have some characters lying around somewhere, right? So this is no surprise at all. This is highly expected. Let's move on to the next thing. This is what really excites me. This is the multiplayer benchmarking. Now, we know multiplayer is still going to be coming to the Star Atlas Metaverse in the UE5 showroom, not in the initial phases, but later on way down the line. Next year, maybe after, we'll have a look. This is interesting, right? Because we can see this is already the showroom. We can see that this is our same lady that we see with our thick lady that we usually see. So it seems like they've just generated her, I don't know, 150 times. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Maybe 10 in a row times, that's like 15 or 20. So that's like 100 people at least, like maybe 150 people, or maybe 200 if we're lucky. Now, keep in mind, UE5 had an original limitation of only a set amount of people, like 14 people or something like that. I'm not sure on that number, don't quote me. But I think this is Star Atlas team now kind of experimenting to see how many people they can fit into a single instance. Because, you know, imagine that some of these guilds are large. Some of these guilds have like 1,000 people. AEP, we have like 3,000 people or something like that. I forget. And like we want to be able to participate in the UE5 showroom all together. Like if we want to have a group guild meeting or a DAC meeting inside UE5, that should be possible, right? Without having to instance this in all different places, or like having to use UE5 and then we're on Discord as well, chatting at the same time. So this is pretty good, right? What do you think? I mean, it's good. They're just in the testing phase. They're benchmarking it. What does that mean? They're trying to load as many in to see how it will actually perform. We don't know how it's performing because this is just a still picture. I would have loved to see just a very small video. I'm actually a fan of videos rather than images because images can be, I don't know, images can be so static, you don't get much information from it. Once you get a video of, you know, these characters moving or these characters doing something and just like get a panning shot and look at the FPS, look at how everything interacts with each other, the shadows, how it all works, it looks so much better. So, Star Atlas team, I know you guys watch these videos sometimes. Please consider releasing. I know you guys already have access to the showroom, not Spherosoft working on all the extra stuff, right? You guys already have showroom stuff to show. Just like give us some small videos. If you're doing a benchmarking test of this thing, you can let us know as well. I mean, make a small video for us. It might be too much to ask, but for me, that like does way more than a picture. I mean, maybe I'm asking too much, right? Maybe I'm asking too much. Next thing I wanted to show you is a small video that I could have covered last week, but this week... Oh, Pepe. Thank you very much for liking and subscribing, guys. This is Pepe. It is the bear market. He's very sad right now, so please like and subscribe. He's going to go soon. Bye. Okay. This is a video of something that's happening in... something they're experimenting with in the showroom. This is a missile. I'm going to let you watch it, and then we'll see. Yeah, so that was that. That was, I don't know if you could hear it, but maybe I'll play it again. So obviously this is a missile that's being launched. launched, it goes and it explodes. We can look at a bit more stuff in here, right? Let's look at the top left. They've got this the strafe, which is the keyboard, so it's the WASD keyboard, which is WASD for your left hand. They've got a forward boost, shooting is left mouse button, a HUD you can turn on and off is P. On the bottom here, I'm covering it, but it's got your speed and your engine and some engine temperature, which is, I guess, when people shoot at you, and then, we saw in the last video, you slow down a little bit. On the top right-hand side corner, you can see switch views. You get a free cam, which is awesome. I love the free cams. Air brakes are X. Cruise control is V. Cruise speed is mouse wheel. And then some joystick reset and lock. And then we also get some FPS. Now, playing it all over again, we can see that the FPS doesn't go over 60 FPS, even 50. We're going at 25, 35, 40, 38 when it explodes. So, I mean, that's still good FPS, right? We know that Ash has just got her own computer from the Star Atlas iBuyPower partnership. So, like, you will need a beast to play UE5. And you will need, like, the HOTAS. And someone gave me some links on some joysticks to look at before we even get to play. So, what do you think about this? I think it's pretty cool that they're experimenting with this. Obviously, we know that, like, there's going to be ships, right? There's going to be missiles. There's going to be things shooting at you. This is just them experimenting with it. You can see how I much rather see this video and rather enjoy this video way more than the still pictures that we got before. Let's have a look at the actual contents of it. So we can see a small plane. This is not in the showroom we have right now. This is probably just like a small test environment, right? You've got different structures, which is going to be either rocks or not buildings, because we don't see any buildings in Star Atlas at the moment. Any human level sized building, maybe giant mega structures, yes, but not these small ones. We have what seems to be like some kind of missile launcher, or the HUD of a missile gunship. Similar, because remember, some of these giant ships, they have their own missile ports, and this might be one of them. Or this might not even be anything associated with that. This might just be a single standalone experiment for a missile launch. We got two enemies here that we're going to try and hit with our missile. And you can see here that the actual, what do you call it, ship or missile port strafes. It kind of does this gliding motion. Look at it. It's gliding, right? And then you got to time it. You actually have to, it's a missile, right? It goes through a trajectory like this. So you can't just like stand here and shoot straight. You have to aim. It goes up and then goes down. That's exactly what we're seeing here, which is good, because it actually encourages you to think about the physics of how heavy the missile is, the gravity on the planet, and then like to actually angle it. If you don't angle it, then it's just going to not make it, right? And this is skill. If you don't practice with your weapons, you shouldn't be able to hit your target. It shouldn't be 100% hit rate. No, you should be able to miss because you're a bad shooter. Okay, I'm going to stop there, and then we'll go and look at Truth About Jirio, Roadmap Scan, number 18. This was just released a little while ago. Now, they're kind of going with the boss thing that we kept talking about. So I don't know if they're listening to this or the community has spoken out, but they are starting to flesh out a boss, okay? Truth surfaces as the group hear the last message of a Frentos Silver Claws. An old injustice demands reparation, with an entire planet at stake. Wen and Yago have a decision to make. Very nice artwork here. I'm going to read you this as well. Lesson number 5. Most of the universe is formed by some basic underlying natural law that gives us a resemblance of order within the millions of chaotic events that happen within it. Nevertheless, the closer you get to the cataclysm, the looser the holds of the laws become. If you want to be successful in your explorations of the inner reaches of the galaxy, be mindful that even gravity or time are not to be trusted there. I love it. Read this in Borat's voice. The most successful guide of common sense learnings for the benefit of space exploration. Did I say that right? You guys know Borat, right? Now, I'm not going to ruin this as well for you, because my girlfriend is doing the readings as well. One should be coming out fairly soon. There is a bit of, I don't know, not alpha, because we don't even know if any of this is going to make it into the game. It is lore, right? But they're talking about a boss and people going to explore, and why the boss isn't attacking a city. And so I thought I would just show you that, because it is possible that this might make it into the game. We don't know, right? We don't know. Let's read this small passage for you. Everything was going well, and we even had a stroke of luck. We finally managed to understand why the monster didn't attack the city and the upper levels of the tunnel. Aephian seemed to be allergic to quartz. Aephian being the boss in question that we're talking about, we've referred to Aephian multiple different times in different roadmap scans. Seems to be allergic to quartz, and we know quartz is very likely one of the minerals or resources that will be coming into Star Atlas. Hey, Pepe. Hey. I gotta try and look at him properly. Hey, Pepe. As soon as, so allergic to quartz. Sorry, I got fully distracted. A fairly common stone that our grandfathers used to help decorate Jirio ages ago. As soon as we brought the stone closer to any of the specimens, they would start breaking apart and dying, leaving almost no trace behind. All of our city infrastructure was coated with it, and that's the reason why we were never attacked at our homes. So, once again, I'm going to say go and read this entire story. They do put a lot of work into this. I quite like them, to be honest. I'm not going to ruin it for you, because that's part of reading, part of the journey, the exploration. You're going to read it, you get immersed in it yourself. If you listen to me talk about it, I already give you my impressions, and then it informs your impression. So it's better if you go read it. Now, what actually we're here for is we are here for the weekly roadmap scan. Let's look at the different aspects of Star Atlas and see where they are. The UE5 showroom, we already know it's been ready for a while, right? They're still waiting for the product distribution. It's still in progress. Product distribution preparation is still in progress. And what they want to do, they want to finish the product distribution. We want you to finish the product distribution too. Now, Scream, what's happening? Prototyping, prototyping, R&D, web, and art are building. I didn't actually notice anything super different in the updates for this because it all looks the same. Cargo, crafting, player profiles, points, and point store programs are almost ready. They were saying they were almost ready last time. Continuing the fleet program, finalizing movement system, and started crafting star bases and fleet configuration. Working on the hangar system, ship escrow complete. So the hangar system is a bit different, remember, because it's, I think, the way I understand it, it's going to be different from your wallet already. So you'll have to load it. You'll have to load your NFTs from your wallet into the hangar system, okay? Which is why it's called the ship escrow. So like it's like a middle way. I'm yet to see how it's going to work because it could be like StepN, how like you have your normal blockchain wallet and then you have the StepN wallet, right? Your in-game StepN wallet where the game controls it. Continuing wireframes and flows with focus of HUD system, inventory system, completed outliner. What else? Started combat functionality, awesome. This is new. Updating camera views and controls, very awesome. I'm hoping we can get some free roam to see all the way around our ship. There has to be free roam. Controls, of course, should be a WASD, WASD, and then, you know, some hot buttons, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, hopefully, so that you can like put your inventory to I or your hangar to H, that sort of stuff. That's what they're kind of updating. Updating movement logic and UX, working on star bases and planets, worked on the Armstrong Tier 0, 1, and 4 concepts. What about Tier 2 and 3 concepts? Have they been finished? We haven't heard anything about them, so I wonder why. Because Armstrong, we know, is the star bases. Specifically, I'm not sure if it's the mud-only star bases, but we've seen them to be, we've seen concepts of them already. We've seen a Tier 1 star base, and then a Tier 4 star base. And the Tier 4 looked fucking crazy, right? It was huge. What else are they continuing to do? All of this is the same. Same. Model the levers, which we know they want to have 50 levers, not 24 that they have now. Model levers for star-based crafting and upgrading. Economic modeling for the hangar spaces, LP, econometrics. And score to Scream transition strategy. I love that they're thinking about the transition strategy now. That means they're getting slightly close, right? If they have to be confident in the state of it at the moment before they start thinking about transitioning all of us over. Build towards playtesting and validating gameplay loops that require higher fidelity and playing games. No. Now this is new. I didn't see this last time. I wonder if you guys saw this. Note, All on-chain programs associated with Scream will undergo cybersecurity and threat modeling prior to official launch. Now, that's not specifically saying it's an audit. They're saying cybersecurity threat modeling. No idea what that means. Can you guys give us a bit more information on this, please? Now, so the Star Atlas DAO product design is in progress for proposals. Enhancements and improvements will be coming. Atlas locking bug fixes. Now, we saw last time that they said they received the Atlas locking audit review. That's what they said. We got the review. They didn't say review complete or review fine, right? So obviously they found some bugs, and obviously now they're going to try and fix it. So Atlas locking bug fixes. I really hope they fix all bugs, because once you get one major fatal bug, you know, Star Atlas is going down. I'm not joking. Crypto can be very cutthroat. Atlas locking data indexing. We'll get some data, which is good. Now, one thing. Oh, there's a dark mode coming. We love dark mode, right? I would love to read this in dark mode. I never know if it has a dark mode. Medium. Finish the bug fixes. Publish dev tools for Polis and Atlas locking. Awesome. Graphic novel. What's the update of the graphic novel? The creation of the first few episodes are in progress. Release and distribution preparation works started. So, we know the graphic novel. I interviewed the guy before it as well. So please, if you get this graphic novel, give him lots of feedback. He's awaiting it. What else is waiting? So play the Star Atlas, the website as well. They fixed a few bugs coming and going. I don't use it on mobile much. I use it on my Phantom wallet. Sorting tables, user improvement. Now, the program is the royalty fees and Atlas locking. They're thinking about that now, because we had a giant conversation about the Atlas locking itself and the royalty fees. But hey, guys, there's the royalty fees right here. Adding the logic for marketplace fee reductions. And the program is being deployed to DevNet, testing underway. So they're testing the marketplace fees right now. It'll come to mainnet soon, which means that there should be some fees coming very soon. You need to find out what about the fees. I made a video about it before. Where you stand on it. What are you going to be doing? Are you going to be taking advantage and going over to Serum markets? Or are you going to be locking some Atlas for yourself? If fees are coming in, fees are already on DevNet, that means that the Atlas staking should be coming very, very soon, because it's the Atlas staking that gives you a reduction in fees. So they're not going to release the fees full out without having the Atlas staking for people to get a discount on it. Like, they have to time the two together, right? Upcoming activities, final fee display, and the testing completed. All right, that's it for now. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been MetaVerse Explorer and the truth about Jirio roadmap scan number 3. We saw some multiplayer. We saw some working on the hair, working on faces. We saw some multiplayer kind of benchmarking testing, and then we got some videos of the UE5 missile gameplay. Okay, that's it for now. Thank you very much. Ciao.